Well, hello everyone! How is everyone doing this fine Friday? You made it to the end of the work week! Or at least for those who don't not have to work on the weekend. Hello there, Dorian. How have you been? And JD is here as well. The game is loud. Oh, yeah, sorry. This game is indeed quite a bit louder than some of the other games. Also, partially, I love that song, so I do like to leave it louder a bit at the start of the stream. Sorry about that. But I hope it's better now. But hi everyone, how's everyone doing? How has your week been? Tell me all about it. Mine has been actually pretty great. I already spoke about it on Wednesday. That I had an amazing workshop on Tuesday, start of the upgrade project here in Belgium, which is all about accessibility in gaming, but mainly focused on the healthcare side of things. So, teaching carers what's possible, giving them tools, giving them in the future also access to a platform where all that is going to be shared, so that even healthcare workers can start helping their clients to get into gaming and broaden their world, teaching them new skills, all the lovely, wonderful things that gaming can do for a person. A lot of the stuff was stuff I already knew in this first workshop, which was to be expected because I have been doing a lot of this in the past years now. But afterwards, I got an email from the organizer, as I know the guy, like, hey, thank you so much for being here and sharing your knowledge as well. It was very invaluable to even have you here, even though for you some of the stuff might not be new. I had a wonderful chat with a lady who gave me the idea maybe to see that once I actually have a job again, see what would be needed to do it as a second job, basically, and go by people at their houses, in their care facilities, and help them out there on the spot, figuring out what could work with them, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like that, for like an hour to actually have them experience gaming. Which sounds like a really good plan, but yeah, it's going to take a lot of figuring out. And first things first, of course, I need a main job. So that's still my focus right now, while enjoying my games at home and streaming where I can. And of course, volunteering for the organizations I volunteer with that have to do everything with accessible gaming as well. Dorian said, a group I'm in for a workshop of 3 weeks has been selected to show our game to an external jury. Ooh, that sounds very exciting, Dorian. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Crossed for you. I hope it works out well, and that people are gonna like it. Not sure what the result would be if it goes really well, but looking forward to potentially hear more of it. So feel free to share when you can here or on Discord, because I think we still have each other on Discord as well. As you see, my trusty arcade stick is back. Loving this thing. Have been playing some other games with it this week as well, in preparation for Dutch Comic Con in 1 week already. JD, you ready for Dutch Comic Con? I saw that you got your PlayStation 5 Access controller to try some stuff at home today. So curious to see how that will be going at Dutch Comic Con. Definitely be keeping an eye on that. Unofficial means we have 50% plus of the grade for the exam. We're like 6 out of 14 games selected. Oh, that is awesome. So that basically means you pass that class that you have to do the project for. Well done. Really well done. You're also curious. Well, you are the one that has the controller now, so you're the one that can figure out how to work with that thing. I'm honest. I'm gonna be honest. I love my accessibility controllers, but the Access controller is definitely my least favorite, just design-wise already. I'm more of an 8-bit do it a Proteus girly, like most of you already know. I'm actually really one of the other really great things that happened this week, I finally have my new box. So now I have a tower of 3 boxes like this from the Proteus controller. So the test controller, the first gen, and now my second gen controller. Some stuff went very, very, very wrong with me getting this one. I got apologies from BioWave and everything. Apparently, the people that were supposed to ship mine didn't ship it to me for some reason, so they had to go a bit roundabout way to get one to me. And when I then told them that I want to showcase the new gen at Dutch Comic Con because I believe it's a lot better, and now I've actually played with it, yes, it is better than the first gen. They were like, oh shit, we need to get one to Izzy. And it arrived yesterday, together with another toy, which I'm not going to be showing on stream because I'm not sure what Twitch's policy is on that kind of a toy. For those who know me a bit, they may know I've done some reenactment in the past, mainly the Napoleonic era. I have been part of the bicentennial of the Battle of Waterloo, for instance, as a water carrier for the British Army. A whole bunch of shit went wrong in 2015 for an American friend with his, what we lovingly call, a bang stick. But it's a replica of a Baker rifle used by the 95th Rifles during the Napoleonic Wars. 95th Rifles made famous in the TV series called Sharp and the books. And they finally found it like 5-6 years ago. Tried contacting the guy, had the contact, then that contact somehow broke. Then I, about 2 years ago, got a phone call like, hey, I was cleaning up the safe over here with all the lost and found luggage and everything at the airport, and I found this museum piece, like they called it. If I knew the owner and if I could get them in touch with them and everything, so I did. They were in contact for quite a while, and then all of a sudden that stopped again as well, apparently, until about start of this week. Tuesday evening, I got a phone call about it. Like, hey, we can't get in touch with the owner anymore. We do not want to just auction it off because it looks pretty good, well cared for and everything. It does have some rust spots here and there, so I'm going to see if I can clean that up. And we know this is kind of an expensive toy. So if you want, I can bring it over to you and then you can see what you're going to do with it. So I instantly asked, well, what kind of permits do I need for this? But apparently, because it's a patent from before 1890, I do not need any permits for it here in Belgium. So I now have a replica of a Baker rifle from the early 1800s. It's one of the coolest guns I've ever seen. Very much unusable, but especially nowadays standards. And now I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with it. There is a chance I'll keep it. There's a chance I'm gonna find somebody who can take care of it better than I can, and who can maybe even give it a proper space in either their collection or in the reenactment world. So we'll see. So yeah, it's been a good week overall. Had a fun stream on Wednesday with Viewfinder, which I'll continue next week. Yesterday we had a lot of fun in Thunderfolk, me and Fed over at Cloak and Dagger channel. And now we're here for some more Possessors with my trusty arcade stick. Sorry, I'm a historian. Still have a report which counts for 40% of the overall grading. Yeah, okay, so it's not because you got enough points on the game itself that you're automatically through. We had something like that with projects at school as well, with the last animation thing I tried. You're hyped for this month, Densha Attack on Thursday. And next week, Deltarune chapters. Densha Attack, I think I've heard of, and that's where my knowledge stops. Deltarune, I do know a bit more of, but it's also not really my kind of game. But I really hope it works out really well and that they have done a great job on both those games for you, Dorian. So you can enjoy them. You saw the photo, it looked really cool. Yeah, it does look really cool, that replica. It's amazing. You can't get the profile set up yet, but that will be. For setting up the profiles on the access controller, you maybe can only do that on a PlayStation? Question mark. Seeing it is a PlayStation access controller, and yeah, you can make it work through Steam input and everything on PC, but it wouldn't surprise me that that also means that certain functions you need to set up through a PlayStation anyway. But like I said, I'm not a fan of the thing, so I've not really dove into the possibility there. Densha attack is quite complicated to get the hang on, but it's so stupid and chaotic and fun. Okay. What kind of a game is it? So I have an idea of what you mean. Like I said, I've heard the name before, and that's where my knowledge stops, so I have no clue what type of game or anything. Sorry. There are so many games. Oh, I don't know if any of you guys watched the showcases the last week, but there are so many cool indie games coming out again. My wish list has grown again by like 15 or 20 games, I think. Plus, we're getting new Fable next year, start of next year, and in a couple of months next year we'll also get The Wolf Among Us 2. Then we have Minecraft Dungeons coming in a couple of months, so yeah. All the words you're gonna say are real. Okay, I'm expecting something really, really weird now. Take a look, there must be possibilities to do that. Oh, okay, JD. Hope you can figure it out then. Let me see if I can still figure out this game though. Because we have fulfilled the bargain, which is basically carry him home, but I'm pretty sure that has to do with opening the vault and everything, for which we need the eyeballs. And there is a whole bunch of demons which escaped from tents, and they are hiding throughout this area that we can go after. Okay. So I see a marker like below us. Like over here. But I remember some of these areas are like underwater and everything, so I'm not sure how to get those areas in. It's a train acrobatic game where you drive a train through a parkour and you can make acrobatic figures to speed up, and you can fight mega robots, worm robot, and bounce their bullets back to the or get chased by a giant donut on the track. I wouldn't even say quite chaotic. I'd say that is 100% definitely chaotic. That sounds like something that would frustrate the hell out of me. To be honest, but you know, that's me as well. I do appreciate some chaos in a game, but I'm also someone that there has to be a method to the madness, to put it in I think the clearest words that I can put it in. But I also don't like it like my whole screen full with all kinds of stuff. Like bullet hells for me are not always all that fun. I mean, I've played some and some are okay, don't get me wrong. But the fuller my screen get, the more overloaded I get. If that has to do because potentially I have autism and stuff, and now there's and that is causing like the mental overload when it's too full on my screen. But then there's other times where it doesn't really bug me, so I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss currently as to where to go. Do I have to do that per controller so that the button works at all? So I think I'll take the one I have at home with me as soon as it works. Otherwise, yeah, that might be a smart move to do that at home and then just take that one with you, and then we can have the one that Hyperx has laying there for people just to see. what it looks like and maybe try out the stuff themselves. I think that's the similar thing that I would do with my Proteus, the Gen 2. I'll take with me for me to play and showcase on the Sunday of Dutch Comic Con. But we also have a Proteus from Hyperx, and that one we can have then laying there for people to try out and see what it's all about. For me, at some point, it was overwhelming, but there was hype on the cage of overwhelm. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely a market for, and people definitely like those kind of games, and it's great there's a market for them and stuff. Today I shared a post from Maracas Gaming, which is a Belgian game studio, about their latest game that they're currently working on. As I've been lucky enough to try a very early version of it. And I had to choose my words really carefully when typing my own post about it, to be fair. Because whereas I can see there will definitely be an audience for the game, I'm currently not it. Which I was honest about when I tested it with one of the devs. Like, as much as I love you guys and I love this, it's just, yeah, currently not the type of game that I would play. And he appreciated that. But I'm also very honest. If you are a person that likes cats and that likes games where you have to sort packages and make sure packages get to the right spots and all that kind of stuff, definitely go check out their new game. Cat Mail Co. is currently the title, and I think that's going to be the title when it finally comes out. It's definitely worth checking out if you're into the more cozy type of sorting games. Okay, can't just take everything down here. We're gonna want to go down, I think. Luckily, we do not have fall damage. Did we want to go down all this way? Yes, we do, and we are gonna try and get all the way over to the right side over there. Ah! That was not what I wanted to do. Yeah, where am I currently going? Yeah, this is not where I wanted to go. Crap. Can I get back up? I can. I was looking for this button. I haven't played in a while, so buttons are currently eluding me a tad bit. I do think we need to go down at least a little bit. Oh, okay. So we do want to go down the other way. But we want to go down further. Hey, Aharu, how are you doing? Oh, crap. As you can see, I haven't played in a while. Going to tell at work depending in 2 weeks that you're JD now. I'm a bit nervous about that. But you can do this. I can understand though why you're nervous about that. But you got this, girl. You do. Yeah. Ah! Crap, 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 crap. Things like that, I can imagine. I mean, I have never have to do it, so I don't know. But I can imagine it's definitely something that is going to be a bit scary and everything. But do remember, if people do not want to accept it or are going to be weird about it, that's a them problem, definitely not a you problem. And at that point, it's a matter for you to reflect on whether or not you still want to know those people or you're just going to write them off. And I know, easier said than done. I'm definitely not somebody who is going to tell people to just write off friends that they've had for ages or whatever. Because I'm one of the most horrible people to just on that front. It takes me ages to finally choose for myself in certain situations, and say enough is enough. I can't deal with this shit anymore. I've done that a couple of years back with a friend who was a really good friend. And honestly, despite everything, there is moments I still miss them. But at the same time, I'm proud that I chose for myself and my own mental health in that situation, because it was something I needed to show to myself that I can actually do. Oh, right, I have that one. So yeah, no, I'm here for you whenever you need it. I currently have way too much time, so I can also just, you know, pick up the phone if it's needed. But in the end, what matters most is that you feel comfortable in who you are and everything. And if that means cutting people out of your life, that is unfortunately something sometimes you have to do. Although I do get when it comes to, why am I this rubbish today? I do get when it's work that can be a bit trickier. Well, I guess, see, I haven't played this in like 3 weeks or so. I'm rubbish! That was that one, that was our phone thing, that was jump, that was thingy, that was hooking on, that was shield. Left button is my potion and right button is interacting with thingies. Okay. I'm really puzzled as to where the game wants me to go at this point. Because there's a lot of things I could try and go for. Like, for instance, we know there's an eye somewhere. Where was it? Let me zoom out. There's an eye up here. There's an enemy up there that also escaped her. There's an enemy here and all the way over there. But a bunch of this area around here seems to be water and underwater, and I have no clue yet how to deal with those areas. No, that I have noticed for a long time here. It's I'm there for my friends, and yeah. The game throws you a lot of places to go to, but there's kind of an order to go to those areas. Yeah, I have a feeling I should not be even trying this because there is water that I have to swim through and everything, and that water I currently am completely and utterly... I mean, I can swim through it, but if I get hit by anything, I'm just instantly dead. So I think I want to go to Agrodine real quick and see, because there is a space there where I haven't really gone to yet, and I think maybe that would be a good place to try and go. And with that, I mean, can I? I mean, there's a whole area over here, and then there's also an enemy over there. Plus, there is an eyeball all the way up here. So I think I want to try and get the area around here done. So that means going up from where we are. And there's also some area here that I've apparently not really been to. Either way, it means going up. And I've also not been playing for like 2 weeks, so my reflex and everything are a bit rubbish at the moment. Plus, I picked a new weapon last time, so I still need to get used to that too. Although so far I'm kind of liking it, so, you know. Ah! There we go. I just needed to swing far enough. Go away, you stupid burp. We do not like you. Oh, that's our little shop friend. We don't have anything we can do there right now. Are we? Yes, we are getting to where I was hoping to get. Get our elevator. And go up. Ah! Right, that was the thing. We can ignore them mostly though. We do have this door opened. Well, apparently. Advise blue pass and lower level employees to shelter in place. Pink pass employees are mission critical and must remain at their job until all silver pass or higher employees have been evacuated. Sheltering or evacuating is a breach of contract and consequences of said breach will be forced vigorously. So basically in this place, the higher you rank within this company, the more privileges you have to actually get the fuck out of here. That seems kind of elitist. Yep. Go away. We do not like your kind. No. Okay, so let's... Ah! That hurt. Okay, what's over here besides... Oh, we found an item over there. Okay. But... You want to continue going up, I think? Do you want to take this one up? That's not a fire. You see in the back there should be something as well we haven't been to yet. Or at least that's what it makes me think when I see this. Have you seen the game Demi? Got Zelda vibes. Demi. I don't think I have. I may have. So many games and everything coming out right now. It's insane. So yeah, I might have, like I said, but I'm not 100% sure. That's just bringing me back to over here. Alright, Dorian, have a nice evening and thank you so much for stopping by. And let me know how the whole jury thing goes. Either here or on Discord. Farewell to send me a message about that because I'm curious. It was also announced last week. They said they have announced so many things. What platform was a part of, like, for instance, the Nintendo Direct or any of the others? Because, to be fair, I kind of skipped over some of them. Just because they're not really my kind of game. Yep. Oh, wait. I do have a feeling this weapon is a lot better than the one I had previously. Like, you know, if there's an update on it, child. Awesome! Please do, yes. We like hearing about new games, especially indie games, and especially if they're developed by friends. Oh, right, this is one of those. No, wrong button. This is the one we need. And those don't come back. But yeah, this is a place we have not been yet. Chromatic carbuncle adds additional fixes to slots to weapons. Yay! I mean, I can use those, don't get me wrong, but I currently really need more of the... Wasn't during a showcase for whatever reason. Oh, then that's most likely why I haven't heard of it. I mean, I get a lot of messages about new games coming out. Okay, so I was kind of correct about thinking I need to do a certain something. No. No. I want to get up there. Ah! So we gotta interact and instantly get up on this one. Get rid of these. Spiders. Oh, there's nothing else here. See, there was something there. I was right about that. also was right about that room over there. So, let's just do this up over here and then go back this way. And then let's see how we can get higher up. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw something down here as well. One of those again. It exploding apparently can damage me. I do not have any potions anymore. Great. These are gonna kill me if I do not watch out. What did I just say? These are gonna kill me if I don't watch out. And when they kill us... Kai, you don't want to talk. At least it's not too far away from where we were. Oops. Right button is easy. These are all gonna get a baseball bat to the face. Oh, that was too early. Go. Once those are gone, they're gone. Ooh. What are we counting down to? Do I want to know what that thing is counting down to? Ow! Why are we not moving? Okay, just for some reason something went wrong with my controller. But we're getting to new spaces, so that's a good thing. The little buggers will be back. But at least the big guy should not be back, as in the one that actually shoots at me. So that makes this slightly easier. Okay, so we now know that if once we get up there, let it fire. No, Izzy, why you do this? Hey, let's try this again. let it fire, wait for it to stop, and then whack it in the face. Hello? Game? Why are you no longer responding to my controller? Whack it in the face. I'm gonna do something that probably feels cheaty, but I do not care. I'm gonna just dump all the stuff I just got as in the currency. If I can. I actually absolutely can. I know that will respawn the enemies, but at least this way I can start building up a bit of a reserve. Because I'm needing like 500 of that for some upgrades and stuff. This actually hurts them when I do that, so... Might not be the strongest attack I have against them, but hey, if it works, right? But, by the way, JD, send me a link to the game if you want. I'll check it after stream. And I do know there's always some games, by the way, that aren't shown during showcases. I almost daily now get mails from PR companies, including some that I know personally, like Pirate PR. Like, hey, these games are coming out soon, and we had some for the summer game showcases, but today I got one for a game that, for instance, was gonna be in a showcase, but he wasn't sure when exactly during the showcase, so he was like, you know what, F it, I'm just gonna already let people request codes if they want for it before the showcase, but it did mention like, hey, this is gonna be part of the summer show of this and that showcase. Unfortunately for me, it was a VR game, so not something I'm interested. Thank you! Yeah, I'm not in the habit of checking links like that on stream. Basically just because, well... I know some streamers will, like, check everything that people send them on stream. I'm special. I don't do that. Mainly for the reason that it will not always interest everybody else on the stream. This jumping for this ladder is bloody annoying. Okay, we're all the way up here. I think I know what the button downstairs is for. You have 35 seconds to actually get to that door. Okay, but normally all the dangers should be gone now. Unless they respawn. No, they do not. Okay. Okay. This is gonna require some precision jumping, and those who know me know I'm no good at those. Yeah, it's already too... That's already not gonna work. Yeah, I have 10 more seconds. That wasn't gonna work. Okay, this is a point. Yeah, I'll send you the message. I'll send you some info on that. After stream. Girl, can you just do what I'm telling you to? Ah! Uh-oh. Ow. You heard. Rude. Okay, so there's nothing up there. There's a whole bunch of crap over here. And that takes us back down into this room. Which means I can go deposit my thingies because, yay! Okay. Oh! Maybe I will respond literally, I will switch that. Yeah, that's totally fine, no worries. I'm one of those people that has this thing called patience when it comes to responses on messages like that. Like, sure, if you're asking me something and I instantly reply to you, then sometimes I will expect you to reply instantly again, especially if I'm, asking a question to verify what you're asking or whatever. But I also get people do other shit and may not always be watching their messages. No way I want to kill that demon. No one that killed Kaz? Hit me. Let's hear your best guess. Because you lack purpose. No, dipshit. It's because I'm mad. You want to fix things, but you can't. You feel helpless. And this is the only thing you can think of. Only idiots waste time on anger about the things they cannot change. Rude, Rem. Very rude. Revenge won't give you what you want. It's just a distraction from survival. What? Shut up, man! Survival is the only thing that matters. Everything else hurts people. And not the people you intend to hurt. I don't have anyone left to hurt by accident because they're all dead. If everyone else is dead, then it doesn't matter what I do. I can be as dumb as I want. We both agree you're an idiot then. That is kind of rude, my friend. Please shut up. Yes, please do. That's just rude. Calling her an idiot. Calling us an idiot. So yeah, we want to continue upwards. I think we want that one down, if I remember correctly. No, we can go up here. Jump on that. Jump on that one. And then... Wait, no. We want this one up. Wait. I'm doing something wrong with these. Did I want the other one up then? Oh yes, I did. I wanted to do this and then jump on there. And then do that. And then... Get annoyed by freaking burbs. Rid of that one. Wait. And then what was it again? Ah! Get this down again. Get it to go up again. Jump on here. That's it. And then jump on this one. And then rid of that one. Okay, so we want to be on that one when it moves. I'm back here. But we also want to be murdering the things that are above our head there. Because else it's gonna be extremely annoying. Okay, that just brings that one back if I want to go back. Okay. Let's go further up then. I don't think I've been here before. Yes, I have been here before. There is a fire here, which is good. That means that if we now do anything stupid like dying, we'll get up here. And then we can go this way, which is indeed where we had our first boss fight. But I think we need to be able to get up somehow. Yeah, this is where we had our very first boss fight. Oh. And we kind of want to go this direction. Press this button just to see what it does. It gives us a platform. So we're gonna want to do this, then stand on the platform and go up. I do not trust this. I so do not trust this. Okay, that's just that one up and down. When there is no enemies like that, then I just do not trust the game. That's, oh, we've been here. We have a memory that we saw there. And that was the way to go down, I believe. And then... Ah! You're a kind we haven't seen before. Okay, so here we need a new key card, which we do not have yet. Okay. What are you? You're a book with hands coming out. Gonna come back? Or did I outright kill you this time around? So there should be a way up somehow. They do not like water. And this is where, I mean, I need stuff to be able to deal with water because I do not believe that underwater I can use any of my skills. Okay, I can use some skills. Leather gloves. Grab an enemy and suplex them into the ground. So I'm gonna guess that is another one to go on my Y button. Yeah, that can go here then. So Y and down is the glove, Y and up is the phone. And what was the last one? And just Y is the telephone. Okay. But this is a dead end. Not entirely what I was hoping for. Do not say actually kind of disappointing, because it's definitely not what I was thinking this was gonna be. Go back up. Yep. I'm not gonna try and murder these because that is gonna get me murderized. I can't jump to the other side there, so this is not a way I can currently go. Yeah, no, I really can't. I was hoping maybe I could make that jump, but apparently I cannot. Not even from on the stairs here. And the other way is locked. Yeah, I'm kind of confused right now as to where I'm supposed to be going here. Because it seems to suggest I should be able to jump over those things there. Or I should at least be able to get higher up somehow. I thought maybe I can dash over, but that wasn't doing anything either. She instantly goes down no matter what I try. Okay, so... Oh, wait, there is one thing I haven't tried yet. I'm gonna try if I can kill these guys anyways. Just to see if somehow I can maybe wall jump or something here. Why does she instantly go swimming mode? Oh, that's because I hit the water. So if I want to murder these, I'm gonna have to do that from up top. The moment I hit the water, I basically am doomed to fall. And I won't be able to use my weapon anymore either. So yeah, we need this executive's key card, which is going to be somewhere else in this level. Or in the area. Let's see what this one does. Where does that take me? Map. Unavailable. Oh? Map unavailable. That's interesting. There's no map available here to me. And this is what I mean with there is these underwater areas where I can get to, and then that happens. And I haven't found anything yet that I can do there. Okay. What if we go down and try to go here? That's the vault door. But there should be something here as well. So, okay, let's just go down. See where we can go down. Somewhere on this side. Over there. Okay. I see where we can go down. Just need to get there. This is all going up again. God damn it. No, it's not where we want to be. Oh, we can just maybe go this way. I see you, JD. I saw you starting up, Sackboy. No, don't fall down here, Izzy. Come on, you're better than that. Gonna get some practice in for next week. Thought the controller works. Make sure to go in your Steam settings for the Steam input bullshit. Because you're probably gonna need that knowing PlayStation. Come on, I just want to get out of here, people. Oh crap, now I have to do that whole part again. Can somebody just shoot me already? This is not going well today. And if there's any game where that input should work, it's Sackboy, because, I mean, it's a Sony game after all. So I can do that one again and get murderized in the water there. Oh, that's actually the only thing I can do. Oh. Da di da di da da da. And then we can, I believe, take this one to get out. Yeah. And this is actually close to where we wanted to go, so it should be good. Be alright here. Let's just dump all the shit and also heal up. Oh. Yes, stay standing in that thing. I appreciate enemies killing themselves like that. That one done. Down. No way. That one gone. Compound eye. Enemies drop more chroma. More eye is better than less eye, obviously. And that was everything up here. But hey, we got another of the fragment thingies. We're only missing 12 now. How do we get there, though? Now, behind that wall, I've seen loot, so now I want that loot as well. Obviously. That's up somehow over here or over here. Okay. Well, let's go down. Wait, we can't go down this way? Fine. I'll go back this way then. Can I fall down this way? Ah! I would almost suggest I've not been here before. Missing meeting due to my son. Stop my son. Rules about emailing dad at work. Leave. Okay. Hey Taylor, I'm gonna miss this afternoon's meeting. Cass, he's going by this instead of Maurice now, was cited for misbehavior in school again, and my wife is not available to handle this on her own today. Tell Cooper that I'm sorry. Again. I'm gonna ground this boy so hard he forgets what the sun looks like. Cass is our friend that got murderized. So interesting. It works. Did you use Steam input now, or did you actually make sure to start up the game and instantly start using the controller? Because some older games require you to do that. Hey Taylor, if Cass comes to the building today and asks to wait in my office, please turn him away. The boy has been lying to his teachers about illness and waiting in my office playing games on my computer. It's not a habit I want to encourage. Sorry to put this on you, but I will be in meetings from 8 to 11. And then 12 to 6 today, so I probably will not be free when he arrives. Cass, stop emailing me at work. Taylor Kelch screens all these emails, so you're just emailing Taylor, not me. That's why I have a personal assistant in the first place, so that nobody can email me. Call your mom if you have an emergency. I'm not a good first choice because I turn my phone off in meetings. And please think about what counts as an emergency. If you're sick, if you hurt yourself, if the school's on fire, that's an emergency. If you get into a fight with Mr. DeMars again, those are consequences. They are your problem and your problem only. Steam input and a profile setup with a third-party tool. Nice! Glad it's working now. Now do some practicing with it. Security token, a storage disk holding a unique encrypted security key. Wait. Right trigger. Research keycard. Painkiller. Oh, wait. 4. Oh, these are quest items, I'm gonna guess. But I had not been down here. Can you just fudge off, little thing? Thought I had already killed you. Let's go down. So interact with this button. So we go down. Hi, cheekers. What have we brought for you? So we would have enough if we have enough funds to upgrade and all of these. But currently we do not have the funds with us. Yes, we were gonna go down. So I can just drop down. Ow. Rude. Okay. No, up. And then down this shaft should be good. Wait. Have we been in this room before? I think we may have. Yeah, I have been here. Basically, one of these terminals is a person who was not allowed to evacuate, talking about not being sure what they need to be doing during the calamity that is, well, the current situation that they're in over here. Oh well. Ow! I forgot about you. Don't close the doors on me. Okay, so let's save at this fire. Let's get our money safe. Now we're getting somewhere with our coins. Don't feel like talking. Oh, kinda no talking. And then we want to be going basically this direction. We want to be going up. Can we go up with this elevator? No, we can only go down. So we are gonna be needing to take the other one. Which is over here, and then over here. That was the metro station, so we can get back to the other park if we want to. Let's take this one, because we haven't done this part yet. This is part we have not been to yet. So maybe we'll get something cool here. Maybe something that allows us to actually do the water bits. Because that would be, you know, nice. Okay, there we're not going, but I saw one of those. Meaning there's going to be something behind that. Don't you fly away from me. Ooh, this is gonna be trickier. Bye-bye. Although we do need to go down there. We'll also do. So we're gonna meet him when we go down. Let's do that carefully. Oh, it died. Okay, we have a healing thingy over here, so that's good. Really. Joystick of the access controller. Too sensitive or not sensitive enough or just Not a good feel. Because, I mean, let's face it, it's impossible to. Ooh. I'm wondering if I want to use the healing font now or if I want to keep it for later. Feels fragile. It is fragile. I can tell you that much. Um, while the Axis controller seems to be designed for one-handed use, you'd think it's not, because it still has a joystick with the buttons next to it. It seems more designed for people who may not have the best motor skills. So you have the bigger buttons for that, so you can just press them with your wrist or with your fist or whatever. So you would expect the joystick to be indeed a little less fragile. On one hand, I would love to get my hand on it just to, show it on stream as well at some point. But on the other hand, I'm not going to buy it because I'm not a fan of the thing. I might see if at some point I can borrow it somewhere, maybe from Kevin, so I can show it on stream just to see why I personally am not a fan. If you need two joysticks in a game, you're already gonna have to attach a separate joystick to it. You only have like 4 ports to actually attach other um, buttons to it, which I think is not enough, especially if you compare it with the whole reflex for the Nintendo Switch and with the adaptive controller from from Xbox, the adaptive one. You have so more options with those, and both of those also work on PC. Is one of the reasons why recently I told somebody that if they have the choice for a setup at the facility she works at, it's a vacation home for people with disabilities, and they're looking to set up some kind of racer setup for people that they can easily switch out so that people with a wheelchair can roll in, use the steering wheel or controllers, but also people that can still use their feet can use pedals. And she was like asking Xbox or PlayStation, and I was like, if you have the option to go with a PC, go with a PC, because yes, up front it will cost you a bit more and it will take a little bit more to set up, but PC works with so many of the different types of adaptive controllers, especially through Steam. Steam input is just wonderful. Steam input allows you to do a whole bunch of things and also makes it so that games actually recognize a controller that it might not necessarily recognize. Unfortunately for them, it's not going to work because they do not have budgets for PC. Because, yes, let's face it, PCs currently are extremely expensive. I did not mean to go all the way down yet. But the PlayStation Access controller, during our workshop on Thursday, I actually had to stifle my laughter at some point because the guy who was doing the workshop, he was like showing, this is the Xbox adaptive controller. You have this many options to connect buttons to it. You can do 3 profiles. You can do this. You can do that with it. Then came the PlayStation Access controllers. Like, you have 4 buttons you can connect to it. You can do this. You can do that. And then he looked at it and was like, personally, PlayStation has made the worst one of all of them. In his opinion. Let's keep it clear. That's his opinion, and he is somebody who is an ergotherapeut, so occupational therapist, I think is what you call it in English. So he helps people finding also like setups that work for them and everything. And so far, he's found very little use cases for the PlayStation Access controller. I think Kevin has found more use cases for the NUAD controller than they have found for the PlayStation Access controller. Don't get me wrong, the thing works on PlayStation. It's sort of a viable option for certain disabilities, but that's the same thing with every controller. This, for instance, is technically not an adaptive controller, but can be used as such. But it's also not going to work for every single disability or for every single game, because I cannot connect another joystick to this thing. That's the biggest downside to this one. You're stuck with one joystick. You do have like this little toggle here. You have like left and right stick, so you can switch it between left and right stick, but if you have a game where you have to control the camera and the movement at the same time, you can't be toggling on, off, left, right, left, right, left, right, just to keep moving your camera. That's just going to be the death of you. So this wouldn't also work for everyone, but for instance, if you have a kid or you're an adult that wants to play Mario Kart, this one works perfect. It has everything you need. All the buttons you need, and your joystick, you're good to go. Partially would agree with that. Now feel for whom the access controllers were. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is people where the access controller works and stuff. But I think Sony should have done more research. I've heard some stories allegedly. I'm gonna say this allegedly because I wasn't there. I'm not privy to all the stuff that happened behind the scenes. But in America, you have Able Gamers, which is a charity that helps people get set up so they can game. Sort of similar to Special Effect, basically. And a little while, I think it's a year and a half, 2 years back, some horrible stories came out about the owner of Able Gamers, including his behavior towards other accessibility consultants and stuff. Not being the nicest guy towards them. And I mean, we don't need to all get along, but apparently he supposedly was also very much like, if we're working with you, you don't have to listen to anybody else, because we're the #1 knowledge data people that know all about this. We know what we're on about, and if you're going to make this controller with us, we're going to be like, it's going to be the best controller ever. And then we got the access controller. I don't know how it went with the adaptive controller. I know Special Effect has had some say in that, or has had some talks with Xbox. I know other accessibility advocates had talks with Xbox about the adaptive controller. They went to multiple parties to see, as far from what I know, like what I've heard. So this is all allegedly. Don't, if I'm wrong, please correct me. From what I heard, Xbox went to a lot more different parties to see what it is that is needed in a controller. And even that controller isn't for everyone. I mean, there is still people for who the adaptive controller, yeah, it could work, but they don't necessarily need like a whole array of buttons that they can just mash. The Proteus controller, let's grab it for a second. So this little toy. This is actually the Gen 2 one, so this is a new one. If you guys want, I can like make a comparison thingy, or do a comparison thing on the stream at some point between Gen 2 and Gen 1, because I still have my Gen 1 here as well. Because there is some visual differences and some ways, like how these buttons now snap on instead of having twist locks, and they are very strong magnets. Does mean that when I started up the first time, there was some calibration that I need to redo. This is also an accessibility controller that is not going to work for everybody, because the buttons are smaller and they're a bit more harder to push, while for instance my 8-bit do Lite has very light buttons. So somebody with a lot of strength in their fingers, this controller wouldn't work for. This one, for instance, would work. My other 8-bit do would work. The adaptive controller with certain buttons would definitely work better than this. But for certain disabilities, the fact that this one is so customizable and you can just build your own controller with it, this one is really good as well. This one is made based on a use case specifically of one of the founders of BioWave, over time, they also talked with other people with other disabilities to see what they wanted. They didn't want to make like a copy of what was already on the market. They wanted to make something new, and that's what where the Proteus comes in. It will not work for every single person with a disability, but it is again for a certain part of the community. It will be better than some others, and I'm sure for the PlayStation Access controller, there is a market out there as well. There's people that are loving it and that want to use it. Especially if you want to play Sony games, because you're kind of stuck with a PlayStation, and that is officially the only one that works. Now there is certain adapters from, for instance, Brooks, that will allow you to use, for instance, the Proteus or an 8-bit do on your PlayStation, but it does require a bit more of setup because you need that adapter, need to know how that works so that it can work. If you do not want that hassle, you're stuck with your Access controller and you need to make it work. With accessiblegaming.be, we have somebody who uses the Access controller to its fullest advantage, except for the joystick. Because within 2 weeks, he had broken the joystick on the first one he got. He got a second one, and that also broke within like 2 weeks. Because this guy, he has cerebral palsy, so he gets spasms, meaning that sometimes he just pulls on his controller without meaning to on the joystick, and that broke his controller really, really quickly. Because he doesn't have control over, the movement he does at that point. And as you can see, I can actually hit this thing pretty hard. It stays on its spot. It moved my desk, actually. And it can take that beating, whereas the Access controller, it just can't. And it's sad, because it could be a really, really, really good controller. So that boy, well, his parents, they contacted Sony like, hey, we're having some trouble with this controller. It broke already after like a few days. Is there anything you can do? Because warranty and stuff. And they got told, no, misuse of the controller, so no warranty, doesn't count. Whereas it's made for people with disabilities who might have spasms and stuff, and they did not calculate for the strength that those people have. You have a feeling they dropped that thing at once and it's broken. I've already dropped one, it didn't break after dropping it once. But I get what you mean, it does feel flimsy and everything as well. A friend of mine is a huge Sony lover, and I met her at PAX last year somewhere. I think it was the winter edition. And she was like, yeah, I'm a Sony fangirl, so I really wanted to try the Access controller and everything. And I was just looking at her like, I know you love Sony, but that piece of gear is the worst thing they've ever made. And she was just looking at me like, okay. I do believe that after she tried it a little bit, she sort of did agree, because it's also the design is odd. It's like the joystick with a circle next to it. And again, the buttons are a bit bigger and everything, and you can put different plates on them, and you can easily switch out like the symbols on them. So okay, for this game I'm having cross over here, for that game cross is over there. So you don't have to remember that. You can just see it by switching the little circles that you put on the buttons. And that's a good thing. That's amazing that they've done that. But yeah, it's also at the same time. Yeah. Oh, hi. What are you? Okay. I had quite a bit of crap on me as well, so we do want to get back there. So yeah, I'm not. I probably sound like a big Sony hater right now, and especially when it comes to the access controller. I'm not hating on it. I just want that to be clear. I'm not hating on the access controller. I'm sure there's use cases for it, and there's people where it's gonna be useful for. But it does not feel as well thought out. Yes, I'm looking for the right words to say this so that there can't be any misinterpretation or whatever. It doesn't feel as well thought out as the Xbox Adaptive Controller or the Hori Flex for a Switch. Controller with a lot of potential, but then no thought has been given to the details. Yes, exactly. It definitely has potential, and I think if they would make like a version 2.0 where you can already attach more buttons to it with a sturdier joystick, or even go the route that that Microsoft has with no joystick attached to it and provide small, strong joysticks that you can buy separately, it would already be a lot better. They still have a ways to go, and they're pretty new in this whole accessibility thing, because this thing has been out for like, what, 2 years now? Something like that. So there is definitely a possibility for it to become a good thing. It's just, it needed more time in the oven before release. Also, the fact that it only works for PlayStation 5, seriously, there are still people with PlayStation 4s, especially within the group of people that might use this controller, because they don't have all the money in the world to get the latest console and everything every time a new one comes out, especially with the prices we are looking at right now. So yeah, it's wasted potential, and it sort of almost feels like we're just gonna bring this thing out so we also have one, so people can't say anymore that we don't care. Well, I'm sorry, it still feels like you do not care. Um, was it this way? I think it was this way. Yes. Yeah, so just like with the Switch, a detachable joystick, and that you can place wherever you. Yes, exactly. It's like I said, I think Sony should go back to the drawing board and actually talk to more organizations than just able gamers if the stories are correct and they only spoke with able gamers. And look at more use cases than whichever the one is that they looked at. What makes the adaptive and the Hori Flex so great is that they are just a little switchboard, basically. It has buttons on top of it, but it has a whole row of jack ports for jacks, and you can build your own controller with it. With the Hori Flex, you can use the Flex already because it has all the buttons you need. It just doesn't have joystick. With the adaptive controller, you have slightly less buttons on the thing itself, but then you have, for instance, the Logitech button sets that work really, really well. But also buttons from other brands will work with the adaptive controller. So you have lots of choices. I actually learned this week that Microsoft has another set of accessibility accessories, basically. So you already had the mini nunchuck joystick thingy for the adaptive controller, so you have like a detachable joystick for that one basically. But they also have a kit which is like a little black bar with Bluetooth connections, and you can connect. You can get square accessories which either have big buttons in it, which have like up to 8 button presses in one button. You have them where it's only 2 buttons, and you have them where it is the joystick. It looked really cool. I have not really been able to play it with it on Tuesday because there were some issues with setting it up. But it's something I do want to look into and see exactly what that is. It's Microsoft Access accessories or something, or Xbox accessibility accessories. I have it written down. I just need to take the time to look at them. It's a new. It seems very new from what I understood, and I think there's potential in that setup as well. But again, that is again lovely people over at Microsoft. Both PC and Xbox compatible. No, you're not. And yeah, from what I heard, the ow. Oh, I was too late. Too early. Can I go back up and grab that heal now? Because I am kind of gonna need it if I want to get further this time around. But yeah, Sony, please listen to most of the accessibility community that I've spoken to about this. We love what you're trying to do, and we want to help you make it better. Or yeah, that would also solve the issue, allow more third-party controllers. But like I said, that's not the only... I don't think that's the only solution for the issue. I think they can, if they want to, stick with their own controllers. But in that case, they need to improve on it. Yeah, we can only go one way here, right? Ow. That was dumb. Okay, I do believe there might be something behind that door. We just don't know yet how to open up that door. Oh, I just noticed there's a cat on the wall here. Where's my corpse? All the way over on the other side. All the way over where that weird-ass enemy is. Oh. Okay, but I think I figured out how this enemy works now. So let's try that again. I basically have to destroy all the little all the little mice he throws out, which are all computer mouse. I do appreciate details like that. More games should do that. I am on the... Yeah, the buttons are pretty good from what I can tell on the PlayStation Access. Although too light will not work for everybody either. My boyfriend, for instance, would hate it because he wants feedback when he presses his buttons. And I can understand that too. Oh, I'm throwing all the enemies down. Yeah, light buttons is a really good thing for a lot of people with specific disabilities, where pressing down hard on the button is just not a possibility. So no, like I said, they've done some good things with it as well. It's just it needs more refining and improving. And on the subject of third parties, yes, third party controllers would definitely be a good thing. But there, it also will depend sometimes on the third party controllers. Like, I know, for instance, with the Proteus controller, seeing BioWave created that sort of together with Microsoft, they are kind of stuck on currently not being able to also make it work on PlayStation. So not all third-party controllers will come out with the possibility of working on both because of restrictions that are put on them if they are made together with, for instance, Xbox. The whole reason why the Proteus controller is made together with Xbox, or most of the work is done by BioWave. It's just, yeah. The reason why they did that is so that they are certain that when Xbox again starts like blocking certain third-party controllers for the sake of competitive play, they will not block the Proteus controller. There has, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, both Sony and Xbox started this war on third-party controllers and started blocking those because of competitive play. Because some people felt like some of these controllers are ways to cheat in competitions. And yes, there are controllers that qualify for that definition, but it also meant that accessibility controllers, like for instance the quad stick, stopped working on Xbox or PlayStation, while those were for some people the only way that they could play the game. By now that got fixed and everything, and again, certain adapters can get around those things, but it's annoying that you need all these little bits and tweaks and tricks to actually make your controller work. Let us just use an Xbox controller on a PlayStation and vice versa. Some people prefer the PlayStation ones, some prefer the Xbox ones, and that's all fine. Let me use my my Switch Pro controller. I really like it, but yeah, I can connect it to my PC. I can use it there. But apart from that, it's kind of just gathering dust. It's a really pretty one from Zelda, but it's just gathering dust because I can't use it on anything. Not an accessibility controller, but you're so happy with the Doom box. It does look pretty cool. The Xbox controller you won. Should be proud of it. Okay, let's see if we can at least. Okay, so that is the one we need to avoid. Woohoo! Oh, wow, that's 300. Okay, I really, really need to find a campfire because this is 300. What I did. This is why I said I really need to find a thing. An 8-bit do dongle, it is possible. Wait, can a... I mean, to be fair, my Pro controller is a wired one, so it's not going to work either way, I believe. But the 8-bit do dongles that come, for instance, with this one, would work to get a Switch controller to work on PC. That seems odd. Phone, can you just operate for a sec? Let's try that again. Well, we're getting the hang of this, so. Also on Xbox or PlayStation. Interesting. Like I said, my Pro controller should also work on PC because of cables and stuff. It's mostly just a pretty one. I don't necessarily need it. I have more fun controllers to play with now anyways, including this one. I'm also gonna try and find some more use cases for my Proteus builder. I can just go down and ignore all the others. Okay. Just ignore that one. Well, ignoring these is slightly more problematic, apparently. But hey, at least this way I'm at full health when we go down. And still have two healing things. And I maybe can just ignore the big guy now. Ow. Can I see below me? I cannot. I'm terrified to go further down because I can't see what's below here. Ow! any campfire anywhere near. Fragments of suffering, at least those we won't lose. I kind of want to just dodge everything and just explore a bit, hoping to find something I can, you know, use as a save point. Oh, Luca, psst. Kaz, what are you doing? It's 3 a.m. I need help, Luca. Yeah. Okay, somebody's drunk. It's bad. I crashed my car. My dad's gonna kill me. I don't know what to do. Can I live here now? Ugh, fine, show me the problem. He only crashed his car a tiny bit. It's ruined. My dad's gonna kill me. So screwed, Luca. He told me he was gonna... I forget what he was gonna, but it's so sad. Okay, we can fix this. No, dispatch? I need to report an accident. I crashed my friend's car. Yes, I was driving him home. I swerved to avoid a cat, and I crashed into a lamppost on the corner of Lapis Avenue in Armonia. Luca, you don't have to... You take the fall for him. Yes, he was drunk. He would have gotten in real big trouble. I got in trouble, but it was pretty small compared to what would have happened to him. Can't believe you fell for that. What do you mean, fell for that? Friend would have been fine. He had plenty, lost nothing. You had nothing, still got punished. Doesn't seem fair. Friend of yours uses a PlayStation controller on the Switch that way. Yeah, I know there's ways of, you know... Ow. Of making stuff like that work. Not sure if all of them are like legit ways to work, but there's adapters for that as well. Like I said, Brooks is one of the more known one on that front, I believe. Also, I just want to... I'm gonna get my stuff back there. So far, we do not seem to have found any fires over there, though. Because that is quite a bit of materials there. Oh, no, not that way. This way. Down, and we can technically ignore everything here, but we won't, because that's murder us if we do. Although we can just... They do not follow me down here, apparently, so that's a good thing. But yeah, it does sound like your friend might just be using a certain adapter, like the Brooks, for instance. But I don't know. I'm not your friend. I do not. Oh, okay. That was interesting. We can ignore that guy. Now we went this way. Just fall all the way down here. No, ignore that. That was that guy. Ow, ow, ow. going to do that, and then attack. Ow. Ow! You fucker! 8-bit do adapter or the 8-bit do dongle? Because that sounds like two very different things. Those are two different things, let's put it that way. This is getting frustrating because there is still no fire inside, but that does seem to be the all the way down bit. But yeah, with adapters you can do a lot. You can make a lot of things work on a lot of things. But there is also a whole bunch of the adapters that are getting blocked by Sony and Xbox, for instance, although those blocks don't always work out the way they want. The people that make those adapters then just figure out other ways to make those adapters work, so they'll just slightly code them differently and they work again. I know that Bricks, for instance, does that with most of their adapters, and that makes them as good as they are. But it would be nice if you don't need to, you know, cheat your way almost through all those kind of things to just be able to play on a specific console, because, you know, you need the special controllers and all that kind of crap that goes specifically with that that specific platform. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Wait, I can't get through there? Wow, that's an issue. Wait, how did those get all the way down here? Oh, because there is one of those guys up there. Okay, I'm just basically fucked. Yeah, okay, so those 400 something thingies that I have are just gonna stay down there and they're gonna disappear because... What the actual fuck? Where am I supposed to be going? I like the game. I, however, do not like the fact it's not telling me shit on where the fuck I need to be going. Okay, we're not going back there. We are gonna just go and explore this area a bit more because we really haven't been able to do all that much there yet. when we started because of missing, you know, tools and all that kind of crap. I should be able to do a bit more now here. I'm hoping. There is something down here. Oh. Go away. At least we get a little bit back, I guess, this way. Is that all there is down here? It would seem so. But it does suck that, yeah. It allows me to go down there, but when push comes to shove, I can't really do anything down there. There is more abilities that I need to find somewhere and that I can unlock. It's just not really telling you where you can find some of those. Okay. But those we know how to deal with. We just need to deal with them one at a time. But as you see, there's a whole area down there that I've not been to yet either. So we'll just explore that and see if that is going to take us somewhere new. But it's a tiny bit frustrating that the game is not like... It's giving me quests, sure, but apart from that, it could do with a bit more of a, hey, have you tried going this way or that way kind of deal. Minecraft Dungeon 2 is September 27th, I believe. Something along those lines. It's for September. I'm so excited! Ow. Okay, so I need to deal with these one at a time. Yeah, we really have to. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft Dungeons 1. I basically now done all missions on the second difficulty. So next step is gonna do them all on the highest difficulty and see if I actually get some better gear finally, because I'm not really getting great stuff. But hey, my character is level 80 something, and I'm working on the battle pass thingies that it has. Which, by the way, if a game does need to have a battle pass, the way Minecraft Dungeons does it is the best way of doing it. If you feel like you have to have battle passes in your game. Because once a person buys the battle pass, they have the rest of their lifetime to complete it. It's not like, hey, buy this battle pass, you have 2 months to complete it. And if you don't complete it, tough luck, you've missed out on the rewards. Nope. You can just take your time. I currently have all 3 of them, and I can just switch between them if I want to. Although I'm just focusing on completing one, and then I'll do the second one, and then the third one. Because for someone who doesn't really like Minecraft, I do like Minecraft Dungeons a lot. I mean, I've started sort of liking Minecraft now as well. I guess it's a lie if I say I don't like it. Because I have been sort of enjoying playing from time to time. Together with boyfriend and other friends. But yeah, Minecraft Dungeons I'm really looking forward to. That's one of them down. Now I can focus on the other guy. The other guy, I have to make sure I can get behind him. But yeah, if you want to play Minecraft Dungeons somewhere this week or the weekend, whatever, well, not Saturday, where you have board games afternoon on Saturday. If you want to play together, let me know, JD. Just help me and do know my character is a bit high level right now. I don't know what level you are in the first one. But yeah. Just poke me. I'm the worst at asking other people like, hey, do you have time to play a game together? Because I don't want to bug people. I always sort of feel like I bug people. You have a key for Minecraft Legends, but you have no clue what that is. Minecraft Legends, how do I explain Minecraft Legends? I've not played it. It's not really a type of game that I necessarily play. It's a bit more strategy, if I remember correctly. I mean, not full RTS or something, but I mean, look up some videos and see if you like it or if it's something you would play and just play it. See that? Now that is an issue. That's that one done. That's how you kill those from behind. Apparently I had a key for that one. Wait, what's that? Right button. Right. Maybe I did not have a key for it. Either way, it opened, so that's all that matters. And that arena fight here should not work anymore. Should not happen again, so it's fine. Lucas house key required. Okay, so that was our home. True. True. There wasn't really anything up there for us. Yeah, we can definitely do something like that. I mean, if you're really low level, I can just take create a new character. That's fine too. Ah! mean, the appeal for me for dungeons, in some ways it's like Diablo. Not in all ways, definitely not. As in, Diablo is more like running around, and then you have your dungeons. Oh, this is gonna be painful for me. Whew, okay. Cloud high, but then when your save got corrupted. Yeah, and the cloud save system that they put in Minecraft Dungeons is really stupid because you have to upload your character to the cloud, and then if you, for instance, if I want to play it on my laptop on my character that I play at home, I need to upload that character to the cloud. Then when I'm on my laptop at my boyfriend's, I have to download that character from the cloud and play. And then before I go home, or when I'm home, I have to open up my laptop, upload the character again to the cloud, open the game up on my PC, download the character from the cloud, and I can continue. The stuff like what you have unlocked in the battle passes, that sticks around. All that kind of stuff. It's just your character to play through the cloud. You have to upload it and download it from the cloud, and it's just, it is very retarded. Yeah. I still don't get why that was a choice they made. It feels very stupid and very silly. Oh, there's one of those again. Ah! Heal up. So yeah, it's the main reason basically why I don't play the game when I'm at my boyfriend's. It's because of that save system. But I mean, I can always make a new character and then we can just both be low beasts together. Okay, so this is where we started the game, basically. Let's see. We can now get through there. Which is an area we've not been able to get through yet. Oh, that's wood. That's wood. Okay. I quickly want to check up the stairs again. Because there was something in the ceiling there. Oh, that's... Okay, I get it. Wait. Okay, so this is the only way we can go right now. All good, all good. That is our last thingy, but... Go away. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I wanted to take the ladder. And now I can't get back up again. That's... Hey! I guess we'll just go down and see what's down here then. Come on then. I kind of wanted to die there. Because that gives me both my heals back and stuff. And this time I didn't have all that many chroma yet, so it's fine. There's one downside to this controller. I have a feeling it's sitting too high up. So let's see if I can up. My shoulder is starting to hurt, and I think that's because I was sitting like that. So let's see if I put my chair a bit higher. That's gonna work better. Haha, you missed. It was a good idea that I wanted to check what that was. Ah! I guess we're just instantly going back here. Yeah. Oh, wait. Give me my stuff back. Oh, I did have more chroma than I thought. Oof. Yep. See if there's anything here of interest. Maybe a fire? A whole bunch of nothing. I do not trust it when it's a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, I do see something up there. Go. Back in a minute. I'll go to bed when I'm in bed. Okay. If you need to go sleep, just go sleep. Don't worry. Ow! I saw that and we're not going back there. Okay. That's a place we're not going to yet. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's crap on the floor that we do not like. That our buddy didn't like either. Wait, what? They're forcing me to go down here? Ah, Faithful City. Fair, fair, fair. Oh crap, one of the big guys as well. Not like this. Oh, that was a barrel behind us. Okay. But we're seeing new areas and stuff. We're seeing new stuff that pops up, so pretty happy with that. I'm also in pain, but mostly my shoulder, and I have a feeling that's because of me sitting a bit lower earlier, so the controller was sitting too high up. I'm not a fan of this pain, to be fair. My shoulder needs a break. So that's something to keep in mind in a week and a half if I bring this one with me. Make sure I can set this chair higher when I'm playing with this one. Or set it on my lap and play that way, I guess. Yeah, my captions are really struggling with me today. They're making really weird shit of stuff I'm saying. Sorry for those who need them. I'll see if I can find better ones. Away. We do not like you. So going down there was a mistake. We're not making that one again. And that's all the crap that I lost earlier gone. Damn it! That was like 200 to 300 chroma gone again. I think I am gonna call it quits. Because my shoulder is really bugging me at the moment. And it's getting slightly frustrating that I have no clue where I'm supposed to be going at the moment. This feels like I'm going the right way now. But because I'm already slightly frustrated from like 2.5 hours of just aimlessly going around and not making any progress. I mean, sure, we got like 300 extra chroma in total, but that's it. That's I'm still loving the game, but I think I may look up some info for next stream. I was gonna say next Friday, but I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna do that because wait, no, I'm only going to be at Dutch Comic Con on Sunday, so that's fine. I can stream on on Friday, go to Boyfriends on Sunday, and then go to Dutch Comic Con on Sunday for volunteering at the HyperX booth. So that works. That will work. We'll be doing that. So next week, Friday, I'll be continuing with some more Possessors. Hopefully we can get a bit further than this, and I'm not going to get frustrated again and again and again because I have no clue where I'm going. So I may do some looking up in between this stream and next stream just to figure out if there is indeed something somewhere that I'm missing, or if I can find like a little hint as to where I should be going next. Because that would be kind of nice if the game could just give me that tiny little hint, and it is like, yeah, you have these quests for destroying these monsters, but those monsters all seem to be behind things like water and stuff, where I currently don't seem to have the capability of do anything with that. Like you saw the squids, they were chasing me, and at that point I'm just a sitting duck because I'm too slow with swimming and I can't attack anything in water. Here I'm now getting to a point where I'm like, okay, I think I know that I'm going in the right direction, but the frustration is just too high for me to continue focusing. So I think it's best if I let the game rest for a little while. And just stop the stream for today. A bit earlier than mostly are used to for me, because usually I go to for at least 3 hours. Well, we've been going for 2.5 hours, and like I said, 2.5 hours of just not knowing where I'm going and aimlessly wandering around is just starting to get to me. So I think that is the smartest choice. But before Friday comes Wednesday. So next Wednesday I will be live again with some more Viewfinder. I think I got like halfway through the game last Wednesday. Had a lot of fun with it. I was expecting it just to be like take pictures of things, put those in the world, and then create bridges that way, but there is so much more to it. If you want to know what other things that game does, what other mind breaking and awesome things it does with perspective, definitely join up next Wednesday when I stream that. And next Thursday, we'll be back with some more Thunderfolk. We are on the start of chapter 2. Very curious where the story is going to take us there. That will be on the Cloak and Dagger channel, which we will be raiding out to, because he should be live now as well. So let's go say hi there. And then on Friday, I'll be back with some more Possessors. And then next week on Sunday, if you want, you can find me at Dutch Comic Con together with JD at the HyperX booth. Let's sink down a little bit again. There we go. To normal heights and stuff. Okay, let's see. We are gonna want to type over here. Raid, Cloak and Dagger Gaming. Really, why did we pick such a long name? Enter. There we go. So make sure to all join us. At least go say hi to my boyfriend. He's playing Space Engineers, I believe, together with Mayhem, one of our community members, and maybe with Gunnar, if Gunnar showed up. Not sure. But yeah, let's go say hi there. Thank you guys so much for being here, listening to me ramble about accessibility controllers and everything. And hopefully see you guys next time. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.